Okay, today we're visiting Paris in our old vintage postage stamp cards. Some of them, well, none of these have stamps. These are all unused cards. So we start with this one here. What's unique about, well, this one had a little bit of typing. The other ones don't have nothing written on them. Not that I can see. Let me see. No, the others all have nothing written on it. This is the only one that has, they put it through the typewriter in the back, which helps me as far as the age of these cards and everything, because if you notice, I mean, that is really a pretty picture right in the middle there. But what's neat is, look, it says February 14th, 1919. Okay, so that kind of gives me an idea of the age of a lot of these cards. Okay. Look at this one here. You can see the trolley right there. See how they have just a little wagon. So this gives you an idea of the time frame. This isn't the cars and stuff like that. People walking, and then you have all your horse and buggies and, you know, the beginning of time. So you can see them all right there. So that gives you a better idea of the time frame here. Nice, isn't it? All right, look at this one here. It's quite the statue, isn't it? I don't know why, but someone put 1793 on there. So if you know why, go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know. But I believe that this is in the early 1900s, these cards. Probably still around 1918, 1919, somewhere in that time frame. Quite the interesting card, isn't it? A lot of action. Nice waterfall. A beautiful card. Okay, this next one here too also helps you to know about the time frame, just by the way they're all dressed and everything. A little bit of a military thing there. And they came with the horseback. Very different, isn't it? Look at this one here. I want to talk about military time. This is all different forms of military here. If you notice, it says 1918 copyrighted. Can you imagine they did copywriting back then, 1918? Didn't think they would do that, but I guess they did. Alright, this one also is 1918. Copyrighted in the bottom. That was when the men were all on horses and stuff. That one also is copyrighted 1918. These are some really super old postcards. All from Paris. Very unique statue there. Also 1918 copyrighted. Okay, these next couple might be a little scary to look at. Pretty much gives me a little bit of the creeps. Look at that. That's just awful. This one's pretty much the same. For those of you who want to read that, you can just put the video on pause so that you can read it all. Okay, here we have some more military. That was 1918 copyrighted. So is this one. This one you can see where they're coming right off the mountain here. You can see them all coming down and the dust flying and everything. With the wagons and all on horses and everything. Of course, those that are walking. Different, that's for sure. A lot of really old postcards. These are copyrighted 1918. So this is definitely history. And we have some more here. Copyrighted 1918. Closer view of that statue right there. One right here. 1918. If you know anything about some of these postcards, what's going on in the pictures and stuff like that, I mean, this is all part of history. Go ahead and leave it in a comment. Share with the rest of us. These are all like that one there, 1918, copyrighted. That's another one of those statues, just that part of the statue. Okay, and I believe that ends the ones that are 1918 copyrighted. So I have just two more that are also from Paris that I put in this video. I thought you might find interesting. I have no idea the dates on this one. You know, what year or anything like that. But on the back of this say that they were, oh, this goes this way. Printed in Paris. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Alright, bye-bye now. Today we're visiting Indiana. Some of their old postcards. And this one here is the covered bridge. The old covered bridge. Isn't that neat, huh? Just ride your horse through that and hear it go clump, 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 clump on the boards. Really kind of cool. Okay, and this log cabin here was part of the trading posts. The fur trading post, to be exact. Now look how these are rounded in the corners and stuff instead of being just straight square. That makes it really different, isn't it? Let me show you an up-close view here. You can see the cabin. That's a nice picture. I like that one. Okay, the next one is the Boone Country Pioneer Cabin. Look at that one. Definitely different. Indiana likes the old buildings like that, huh? This next picture, postcard, says Pioneer Putin Country Cabin, built about 1840. Huh. And then after that it was given, and then it was reconstructed in Rob Ann Park in 1938. Ah, so it's actually built, that's this one right here, in 1840. Wow. Definitely wanted the historical value of that, because I mean, look at these boards. Who would take this apart and take it somewhere else? Take it down piece by piece and rebuild it back. Quite the postcard. These are all unused postcards in this collection, in this video. This next one is St. Peter's and Paul Church. In Indianapolis, Indiana. Wow, this next one's a beauty. Look at this. I just love looking at the picture. It's one thing to see the architect in the back, but to see the inside, get a little glimpse of the ceiling, but the windows, you know, of course I love glass, stained glass and stuff. So pretty, but I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just to be able to walk into that room like that and see that. It's beautiful. Wow. Alright, this next one here is well, just a scenic picture. Postcard. Guess not too big of a deal about it. This next one here, when I first looked at it, I thought for sure, of course, a rounded edges instead of square. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh wow, what a nice church. But it's actually the courthouse. Look at the architect of that. A lot of work went into putting every little piece. And of course, way back then, you know, it was done by hand. It wasn't done with all the machinery. I mean, they brought the stuff in on wagons and whatever, you know, trains and everything. But I mean, as far as building it, you know, this was all hand work. A lot of work here. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed visiting Indiana. Stay tuned for more. We'll bring you some more. And of course, if you want to, by all means, fan fund me, which is that little eye in the upper right hand corner. And I'll find you some more of these great finds and bring them right to you in video forms. Okay? Bye-bye. Okay, today we're visiting Florida in the old vintage postcards. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. That's an old mosque oak. Okay, and we have just 4 of these postcards that are used, and I'll do those first, which this one is. Okay, and we have 1955, 3-cent stamp. Is that funny how you can just put somebody's name and back then and off it went. Name and where you want it to go. Okay, Central Avenue, looking west. This is St. Petersburg, Florida. How beautiful. Nice look. And this one has 1960. 3-cent stamp. Look at this. Get to see the water, the palm trees. Look at the old car right there. Cool, huh? And then how they used to dress. They're not down by the water. They're right there on the lawn right there. I love that fact that the old car is in there. That is so cool to see. Love it. Okay, and this is 1965. Okay, and here we are up at the beach again. They had whole bathing suits, the girls did. They were getting into the modern stuff. Look at that, at the beach and stuff, having swings. Isn't that unreal? Huh. Okay, reminds you more of a park place. Okay, and this one has a 1961 stamp on it. Now the rest of these are not used. So here we are. This is advertising all the cabins by the water and everything. It says Jimmy's Cabins, Fort Myers in Florida. Now this here says First Street, Fort Myers. This one's got that different feel to it. Florida moonlight over royal palms. It's really got a different feel to it. Really kind of nice. And this is a postcard of Miami Beach. Rather thick card, really. A little bit thicker than some of the other ones. There's another Florida postcard here, just to kind of give you the view of the land here. All the palm trees. Look at that beautiful view. This is going around the curve, and this must be just another view of a different street, but again showing the palm trees. They really like that. It's what they're known for. Beautiful palm trees. Okay, it's another rather interesting one. Tropical plants from Florida in a postcard. Kind of cool. Okay, and then these are some of their rare flowers. Rare and beautiful flowers. And this one here, you have some nice palm trees right in front of the houses. See the houses right there? And there's a sidewalk, and they have these palm trees right there. Isn't that nice? I'm sure that helps to keep things a little cool in the heat of the summer. Look at this. Isn't that something? Look how long that is. And that's a hotel. Postcard advertising the hotel. Isn't that just wonderful? Wow. That's a long one. Got a lot of maid cleaning going on there. Okay, and here we have greetings from Florida. It's great to be in Florida. Look how old this one is. You can tell by these umbrellas and stuff and how they're dressed for the beach. A lot of visitors, huh? Really cool. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting New Hampshire for some old postage cards. There's only a few. This one does have a stamp in back, so I'll be showing you the old postage stamp in the back of this one. But, I mean, look at this one. What a beautiful old shoulder monument in Keene, New Hampshire. You can tell, you know, by the bike and by how they're dressed and stuff, the time frame. Look at the top there of the steeple of the church. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A really nice old picture. And in the back, it's a Hmm. 1919, July 24th, 1919. So that tells you the year of this postcard. 1919. And the old stamp, too. So can you imagine that? Love to all. And that's when they used to just put the people's name and the town, and that's it. They found them anyhow, didn't they? Isn't that something? But what a beautiful card. I'll give you a moment there to just look at that card. Look how beautiful that is. Really nice. And to have it in color too. I mean, that's nice. Okay, this next one is just a picture from Lancaster. Look at that. When the sun goes down, I mean, it almost looks like, you know, bird. The shadow of a bird flying. You know, you can see all kinds of things when you look at clouds. It all depends on how you're looking at it, really. This next one, I mean, this is a church, a Methodist church, built in 1848. Okay, in Sandwich, New Hampshire. Isn't that beautiful to have the reflection on the water like that? Very nice. Okay, this next one is Deering Oaks. Nice little flower garden there. Okay, and this is kind of the square in town there in New Hampshire. Okay, we only had a few from New Hampshire, and this is it. So I hope you've enjoyed the ones that I've brought to you, especially that first one. Be sure to stay tuned, because I have a lot more to bring to you. Alright, bye-bye now. Today we're going to visit North Carolina in old vintage postage cards. This one here on the back says 1930, I think it was 9. We'll show you in a minute. And it's just the first snowfall, and someone drove through it. So beautiful to see the snow on the trees when you have the first snowfall. Let's see what it said. Okay, 1939. 8/15/1939. Isn't that a beautiful one? It's got a different kind of feel to it. Almost like it's like some of the wallpaper and stuff kind of feel. Okay, the next one we have this here. These are all from North Carolina. That is just greetings. Okay, the next one is just beautiful. Look at that. Just the way the rock was formed. It says a moonlight scene of blowing rocks in North Carolina. Kind of neat. It's a nice oldie. Another one of them that, well, not quite the same feel, but still a nice old one. Nice to see that. Okay, and this one here. This one's going to be Old Salem, North Carolina. The one you just seen was the nuclear reactor building in North Carolina. State College. That was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah. Can you imagine having a postcard of the cemetery like that? Definitely different. This one's the Baltimore House and Garden. Look at that. Look at the architect of that one. That's a nice one. Let me bring it right up to you. Isn't that beautiful? With plenty of trees and everything around. It's like it's the only building in the country, huh? Okay, here's another greetings from North Carolina. This next one, I guess they give names to all their rocks. This is Chimney Rock, North Carolina. Different kind of view. Okay, and then we have another greeting card from North Carolina. Like this one. This one's more colorful with all the little pictures all in it. I kind of like that one. Okay, this next one is Historic Tryon Palace. So nice, neat looking. This is the Orton Plantation. Okay, this next one, this building was made in 1820, and this was a girls' school in the 1820s. Well, it was made in 1820, and that's what it was, a girls' school. Kind of small, but I don't know. Wow. Then we have another unique looking welcome, colorful welcome to North Carolina card. Nice artist place with everything they had, I guess, going on. This next one is Spillway at Greenfield Lakes in North Carolina. Look at that. You can kind of tell by the age, the way they have their hair and how they're dressed, the age of the card. Nice to see, you know, the reflection of the statue in the water and everything, and the bridge, crossover. A lot to see in that little space. Nice view. And here we have another Welcome to North Carolina card. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and share the video with others who enjoy looking at old pictures, taking a walk down memory lane, or just enjoy old postcards. Okay, bye-bye now. Okay, today we're bringing you some old vintage postage cards. They're all black and white, and they're from Joinville. Look at that. Isn't that just cool? They're just some real super old ones. Can't read it, but they're all unused. I don't know if this will help you to understand where they're really from. But very nice postcards. And here's the next one. Just overlooking the whole town. Kind of cool, isn't it? That's the next one right here. Nice to look at the architect of the whole building, isn't it? So beautiful. On this one here, you can see a few of them walking, so that gives you an idea on the clothing and stuff of the period in history when this postcard was made. Here's the next one. Now this one you can really tell when these postcards are, what decade they're from, just by looking at how everyone is dressed in the postcard. What's that? It's like all the kids from the square. Get them all together. Let's do a postcard. Oh, look how they're dressed. Look at the architect of the building. Just square. Alright, here's the next one. And again, you can tell the age, the time frame in history of when this one was made, which all of these are from the same time period, just by looking at how the ladies are all dressed and stuff, and some of the shopkeepers. Alright, here's the next one. I just think they're awful nice to just look at. Oh, someone kind of wrote on this next one with a pencil. Different way the houses were made, huh? Guess with their name on it too, huh? Very old postcards. These postcards are all unused, except for the writing on this one here. A little bit of writing. Well, one or the other one has a little bit of writing. Other than that, they're really empty. Just collectible postcards. And this one here. Get to overlook down in the little town or village. I don't know, awful crowded, huh? It's like one house on top of the other house. They're all connected. That's when you hope that there'll never be a fire, because they're all one right after the other connected like that. Very nice. Look at the mountainside. A lot of mountains. That protects them from the winter and the cold. The wind and the cold of the winter. Alright, look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful church. Whew. That is nice. Look how tall that is and everything. Beautiful, beautiful picture. I love looking at some of these old postcards. They're so beautiful. Okay, and there you have the statue. And to help you understand a little bit more of this time frame in history, you can kind of see a lot of that right in this one. You know, in the horse and buggy days, that's what you have. You don't see automobiles on there. People are walking in the stagecoach. You can see one right there. And stuff. Doing their delivery with the horse and wagons and of all sorts. Very nice time in history. Here's the next one. Looking down. And this is in Joinville. Joinville in English, Joinville in French. Okay, and then this one here. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more old, rare, and vintage postage cards. So for all you collectors, you know, and if you know other collectors, pass the video around. Let everybody see history. Look at how the tower was made up here. Look at that. The steeple. That's some nice architect in that steeple. Very nice. Awful pointy and high too. But this part right there, very, very pretty. Alright. Bye-bye now. Okay, in this video, we're going to be bringing you a bunch of different parks. This is Banff National Park. Isn't that neat? Look at that. It's almost like there's a little bit of the snow up in the mountains. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. This is Palouse Falls State Park. Nice to see the water falling right in there like that, right from the rocks. Isn't that beautiful? It's an old postcard. That last one said 2 cents on it for postage. Oh, this one has postage on it, right here. And this is 1949. You got a airmail 5 cents and a 1 cent. Huh. Sometimes people would put just whatever stamps they have around on. But this is 1949. It's funny how you can just put the people's name, what town and what state, and that's it. And it got to them somehow. Try that today and it won't work at all. Alright, and that's for this one here. Look at this. Now that's a beautiful picture. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yosemite National Park. This is in the winter, and this is the entrance of the tunnel. Wawona Tunnel. Isn't that beautiful? To have the icicles coming right down. That's a good picture. To be on the other side and to be able to take that. That's nice. That's a good one. Very nice picture. Alright, this one has some stamps on it and stuff. Let's see, 1953, I believe. Yeah, oh yeah, on the top it says 2/27/53. Alright, this one here, nice view. Look at that. Pretty much a little bit like a windy view. Looks like the wind's just blowing right through the mountains there. Lake Lousy. Okay. That's in the National Park. Victoria Glaciers. Huh. Lake Lousy and Victoria Glaciers. Cool. Let's see if there's anything there. Oh yeah, see how it has a 2 cents? Need a 2 cent stamp to mail this. So that gives you a time frame of when this postcard came. Nice picture, I like that. Okay, ooh, look at this one. Well, that's a beautiful mountain, isn't it? Really nice. That's the Yoho National Park. Mount Burgess. Alright, and that one has where you can put a 2 cents stamp. It's all written out. Telling you about the postcard, really. Now look at this. Now this is just so cool. I mean, look at that. All right. Love those antique cars. I really enjoy them. You know, if you check my View With Me Too YouTube channel and stuff, you'll see how I have a lot of videos on antique cars in their original state. You know, like the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and everything. That's a guy up in Maine here who has possession of that. And his whole collection is pretty much in their original state. The whole thing. That was a beautiful time. So go ahead and check my View With Me Too channel. A lot of these nice old cars. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Wow. Love it. See everybody on the bikes? The old bikes. You can tell how old by, you know, the way they're dressed. Not only the automobile, but I mean, look at these. And look at that one right there. Very different. Look at them. So cool. Beginning of time for the automobile. And in the back, you'll see this is 1935. The Franklin stamp, 1-cent stamp. All right. Really cool. Okay, here's our next one right here. This is the Cluster State Park. Clusters of rocks. And that one is not used. This one's also not used. Okay, and that's the overlooking tower at Mount Mitchell State Park. Okay, this next one is tulip time. And that's at the West Park in Pennsylvania. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Tulips are all out. This here is the Daniel Boone statue. And that's at Cherry Peak Park. Very fitting for that one. I'll bring that a little closer to you. The Daniel Boone statue. It's a nice old one, isn't it? This here is Veteran Park. That's in Florida. And we have the Memorial Chapel, the Valley Forge, Okay, and this one's the Natural Bridge State Park. Gives you an idea on how people dressed back then. And this one here has a 4-cent stamp on it, but I don't know if it was mailed. It's 4 cents Lincoln, but no, well, it was used because it was stamped. We just don't have a date for it. But that's that one. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you these parks from all over the place. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye now.